Gemini, how you doing? Good morning. I feel lost without you. So weather with you, heather with you, alchemy in you. But like, I feel like lost without you. What would I do without you here? So I don't know if you're living with someone or they're living with you and they're saying, I don't know what I would do without you here. I don't know, because they're saying for a lot of you that you could be in partnership or something like that. And I feel you could be dealing with a Virgo. And I feel lost without you, and what would I do if I didn't have you with me? So it feels like in an era of need, like I need you with me all of the time, or I need you around me because of something. Now I don't know if there's been something that's bad that's happened, or if it's just some kind of like reliant energy. It might be a Leo, something to do around Leo. L's above, could be a Capricorn, but you can also watch this as a Capricorn as a 6, but you'd have to follow the numerology that is provided below. But I feel lost without you. What would I do without you here? Because I feel reliant on you. So it feels like that I'm stuck on you like glue, like we're next to each other constantly, or like we're with each other constantly all the time. I mean, this could be a family situation, and it could be someone that is like backing you, really. It's kind of like someone that you're with all of the time. Now, this is either like a love situation or it's a family situation. But I feel lost without you, and what would I do if I didn't have you in my life? It might be a number 2, could be have something to do around a Libra possible, or a life path number 2. But the messages keep saying the same thing so far, Gemini. I feel lost, so something to do with Virgo. I feel lost without you, and what would I do without you here? So you are a great support for me going through something. So something, maybe a Steve or another one, and it might be like, without you here, I don't know what I would do, and I don't know how I would cope without you living here, or without you being here, or without you supporting me through this time. So if any of you have had like a really shit time of it or something like that, they're saying that like someone could be staying with you or something like that. Stacy, somewhere in the States. Sassy, Sarah, Steve, sorry, but someone that was, I'm not going to go into it. The person that sent me an email saying that somebody else is Sassy Scorpio. No, the person that you're saying that was Sassy Scorpio is not Sassy Scorpio, okay? I do know that for a fact. Sorry, I was hoping that wasn't going to come up. I got sent an email this morning. Never mind, let's go on. So Gemini, so like I said, some of you, you really could be, you really could be going through something at this time. But don't forget, you can also watch this as a Capricorn. Sorry, I was kind of half getting distracted by this silly email that I got this morning. Anyway, emails should only really be for personal readings. So anybody out there that's like cross comparison of who you two people are and stuff like that, I'm really not interested anymore. So emails are really just for business if you want personal reading. Okay, if you want a personal reading. So we'll leave it at that. This is why I close the comment section down, so I don't have to deal with people that are keep cross-conspiring, saying that so-and-so is this person and that's that person and this is that person and no, it's really this, but I really don't give a fuck. So please stop sending me emails saying that so many people are like covering up there who they really are, and yeah, that's obvious, but it's not who you think it is. So anyway, so they're saying that I feel lost without you. So don't forget, you can also watch this as a Capricorn, or Capricorns can also watch this, and Gemini, you can also watch a Capricorn reading, because we look at the number of 6, okay? Even life paths that add together. If it comes to 6, you can watch this or Gemini or Capricorn, okay? Because it's numerology. It's how I read within the lines of numerology. So they're definitely saying for a lot of you that you could have gone through turmoil or something like that, and something that is traumatic, okay, a dramatic ending or a dramatic beginning, or something that's just started to be very like nurturing, okay, nurturing. So for a lot of you, you've just moved into a certain area or something like that, and you've just started over again, where you've probably just moved physical state or town or something like that, and you seem to be moving about more than what you was before, is what they're saying. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries for a lot of you, okay, or you've got it in your own chart, Charlotte. But I'm also hearing like I'm moving about more than what I was before. I seem to be moving in the right direction now. So for a lot of you, if you were struggling to like get up or find the motivation or the dedication in order to keep doing something, I'm also hearing Devi, Evie, Deve, Eve, Steve, Eve, Evie. I'm going to open you up like a tin of beans, Evie. So you might be eating a lot of beans. But anyway, let's go back to the messages. Like, I seem to be moving in the right direction this time. Like, I seem to be looking at all of the things that have gone on in my life. A great time for reflection. You could be dealing with like a Virgo or a possible Pisces, probably, because I'm hearing like I'm reflecting on the past, okay, and I'm kind of going over all of the kind of like dream. Some of you are dreaming quite a lot, like you're because I'm seeing like a Seven of Cups. You could be dealing on a life path 7 or a Cancerian, but I'm as a visionary, as a psychic medium, I'm kind of seeing an energy of like a lot of dream space, like a lot of space, like so time and space, a lot of VSTs and music if you're a music producer like myself. So if you didn't know, I'm also a music producer, and you can find that on the other channel that is provided below called Angel Radio, and there will be a drum and bass, really cool. I've been working on it. It's going to be quite long though, because there's 2 or 3 tracks in it. But the next Angel Radio will be out very soon, and it's like a drum and bass type sort of feel. Okay, esoteric. A lot of messages in there. It's called My Guardian Angel. But anyway, so they're saying a lot of space, like I need a lot of space, or okay, so now they're changing. So is it around a Scorpio? Like I need a little bit of space. I need some space. Like is this around where you live? Like you need a little bit more space. Like there isn't enough space where you live, or you're looking for a bit of space. I don't know if this is in the relationship or the place. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, and I need some more space. I need a little more time. So I don't know what that is, because I'm hearing time and space. Well, time and space is a company that sells VSTs as well. So it could be music related, and I need a little bit more air. So some of you possibly could be going out, like a little bit more space. Like I need a little bit of, not too much, but just a little bit of space. But they're saying that some of you might be like claustrophobic, or I don't know, spider-phobic or whatever you call it. But like claustrophobic, and like I need a little bit more space, and I need some air. So you might be going out for like Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jalians. But I need to go out in order to be able to get some space. Sorry, because this message that I got this morning is actually really annoying me. Sorry, not here. Just. Do I have to mention this again? The person that was saying that the person is sassy. No, the person that you said is sassy is not. No, it isn't, because I know the actual names of these people. And I've actually seen with my eyes both of these people, right? So I know who they are. Okay, so don't worry about it. Anyway, so something like that. But I get contacted a lot by like witchcraft, like, oh Jesus. But anyway, let's come out of that. Go away, message. Get out of your head, Steve. So this is what I'm saying. I don't like to know. There you go. I don't like to know what goes on in YouTube land with other readers, or like what people believe in and stuff like that, because it fucks up my visions. It does. This is why I closed the comment section down. So, you know, I don't, all the conspiracy that goes around what people believe in and what they don't, and who's fucking doing things on YouTube, I really don't care. Like, I just want to be left alone out of all of that. You know, I'm an individual, and if I get messages like this, you know, I don't want to read them, because I don't want it to interrupt my actual visions of what I have. Okay. So the emails are for messages for personal readings. If you want to send messages and stuff, join Patron, right? Join Patron, and then you can send messages there. Okay. So anyway, so let's see, go back to your reading, Gemini. So time and space, I need some air, okay, and you might be going out and like walking around quite a lot, okay, or they're saying that some of you might be looking for a bigger place, like somewhere that you could live that has more room in it. So you might be renting a room, or you might be looking for a room, or you might be a person that is renting the room. But because I'm definitely picking up like either one travel agents, or which would be, no, not travel agents, no, not holiday. I'm picking up like an estate agent, and it might have something to do with around, like I said, looking for a room to rent or a bigger place that I have now, and that would give you more space, right? So I don't know if you're living with someone and you want to move, or you're moving in with the person and you're looking for a bigger space, like a bigger space to be able to like have all your stuff and live, right? Something like that, or making space where you live. But the message here is creating space, right? Creating space. That's a message. So whatever that is for you of creating more space, that's either going to be creating distance from somebody, or it's moving closer to someone and creating a space together, okay, is what they're saying. So Heather, Haley, also Haley or Heather, or Millsy. But anyway, creating escape, the great escape. Some of you have just had a lucky escape. They're saying, I've just got off with the skin of my teeth and a lucky escape. Count your blessings. You've now won the jackpot. So Jackie, Julian, Jason, Justine, Jackie, Jays, anybody beginning with J. But count your blessings. You've just had a lucky escape. I'm also hearing the name Lucy or Lucky, but like Lucifer also. And count your blessings, you've just had a lucky escape. So it feels like this plan of escape, really. Like some of you haven't escaped and some of you want to escape, and you're kind of like, I just need to get away from something. And now they're saying, I'm going to stick with the main message. I've just had a lucky escape. So what that is probably some of you that could have just moved and like, I've just had a lucky escape. Right. So that's what my spirit is saying for a lot of you, okay? So if you don't believe in psychic mediums and esoteric stuff, then you're probably just going to benefit more from a different reader that does things differently. But if you do like me as a reader, we also do tarot. We don't do voodoo, and we don't believe in voodoo around here. But because we don't give power to this, okay? So a lot of people, the reason I say it is because a lot of people haven't seen that with their own eyes, and the people that have seen it with their eyes, good luck. Okay, you probably need an exorcism or something like that, but I don't believe in it. Okay, I don't give any power to it, and I don't entertain the thought of it. And if it's out of sight, out of body, out of mind, it's not in my energy. If you are dealing with things like that and it is in sight, then fucking move planet, move from the people, right? So let's see. You only give power to whatever it is that you believe. And if you strongly believe in it, then you're going to strongly feel it. It's just like the energy of twin flame or soulmate, right? If you're learning to be an empath and you feel everything, but you haven't seen everything, then the mind can create illusion, especially if you're a 7. Right, so you can create more illusion and make more of a drama out of a crisis and make it worse. It's just like depression or PTSD and stuff like that. You can make things worse by concentrating on it. If you don't concentrate on it and it is out of mind, then it is out of sight and you don't feel that way. It's like panic attacks and anxiety. It's all a part of the amygdala. I used to study panic attacks and anxiety because I used to suffer from it majorly a long time ago. Okay, so before I was this, I was an esoteric medium that used to do, it's now called angel radio, but I was an artist of basically esoteric stuff of knowledge through the mind, right? And it used to be called How the Mind Thinks Within the Links. That's what it used to be called, right? So I used to go over certain scenarios. So basically, when you're kind of looking at anything, like, you know, trauma and stuff like that is all part of the mind. Amygdala is panic attacks and anxiety. It's not there. It's a lion that's right in front of you that isn't there, right? Whatever you want to class it as. But it's all a part of the mind. If it isn't there, you don't entertain the thought, then literally you're much more calmer because you're not thinking it. If you think it, you believe it. You have a right to believe in whatever it is that you want. But the majority of people that suffer through panic attacks and PTSD and trauma through awakenings, they start to listen to too much tarot, and then they start to believe in it and create more of illusion, and they make it worse by giving power to it. No, just train the mind to think that it's something else. Train the mind to think that it's something else. It's just the same as smoking. If you want to stop smoking, rub your fingers together and be addicted to do that. It's just replacement. Drink a lot of coffee. This is why people that try to stop smoking and stuff like that can put on a lot of weight, because you replace it with food. If you try to stop eating food, you replace it with being addicted to the gym, right? If you replace anything and you start eating leaves and fucking drinking water, you become addicted to healthy living and not eating that. So you replaced it. So you're addicted to fitness, everything else, right? Replacement. It's all a part of the mind. If you can replace the mind, then you can accomplish fucking anything in life. And if what you want to believe in, dearie, is witchcraft, then you go right ahead and keep believing in that. Okay. You're right, Gemini. How is everybody? So I think we're all slowly gaining our mind back, right? So let's see what these messages may mean for you. So we're looking at the 7th until the 14th, Gemini. 7th until the 14th of October for Gemini, and it's going to be a you versus them. There you go, there's the 7, defensive. I'm putting up my defenses. Some of you physically have just ended a cycle and cut someone completely out of your life, and this is more of a you versus them. It's now me versus the world. Now I have a new beginning in my life, and now I can accomplish whatever it is that I like. Now if this isn't you, it's obviously them. Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. Right? But if it isn't me, it's them. Okay? So this can be anywhere at home. Anywhere at home. 1 in 7. It can be the relationship, it can be work. I've put up barriers and I've put up walls, and to be quite honest with you, Felicia, I don't want a part of the drama. If you want to be a drama queen, well then you go and be a queen somewhere else. You could even be a queen. You could be in a same-sex relationship. And I'm also hearing the name Queenie. Okay? But yeah, so I put walls up, barriers up, and now I've learned something. I've learned that self-defense, I'm learning self-defense. Some of you are up on charges of self-defense, okay, or you're up on charges. Some of you, it could be to do with a Taurus or Sagittarius involvement, okay, because I'm hearing charge. I don't think so, Felicia. This is called a wall. Run right into that one. How do you like those apples? That's what I'm hearing for a lot of you. So I'm hearing charge up. Speak to the sphincter. So there you go. Balls to the wall, up yours. Right. So that's what I'm hearing for a lot of you. You're going to run into a brick wall if you try to get anywhere near me. So, yeah. So have those apples. Some of you are from the big apple, or you're eating apples. Eating apples. Could be sucking on a lemon. I don't know. But like a bitter taste in my mouth. Someone has a very bitter way of like a bitter taste. Like they're like, I just need to get closer to you. And you're like, no, it's more like a sour apple, really. Right. Right, I just need to get a bit closer. Just get away. So you stay in your corner. I'll stay in my corner. Time out. Okay. You've crossed the line. Let's see. You said too much. This is just a repetitive cycle a lot of times as well. Like Michael also. But this is a repetitive cycle at home as well, can be for a lot of you. Because it would be whoever it is in your life that you're distancing yourself from. Who you distance yourself from. Right? So see, Gemini, 4, the 7th and to the 14th. Yep, there you go. So it could be a Capricorn. If it is, it's yourself. Taurus would be 5, which would be Sagittarius. Virgo would be 9 on its own. Okay, so yeah. So money makes the world go round. If it's funny money, I ain't entertaining it, right? But yeah, some of you are fighting with the father of your children here, or your mother or your father, okay, or the father or mother of your children, whichever way it is, okay. But I'm putting up defences and I've turned my back on it. I don't entertain this whatsoever. So I'm sorry, Felicia, but the answer is no, okay. So some of you, if you're finding it very difficult to communicate with someone in life, it's impossible to get through to this person because you're both offensive. This can normally mean a north node and a south node. Here, north node, south node, because it's just where we are not compatible. We don't get on, and there are more boundaries up in here, a brick wall, than Pink Floyd, basically. So I'm also hearing Floyd Mayweather. So that would be a fight, boxing, fighting, and stuff like that. Floyd Mayweather, Floyd, Pink Floyd, or Floyd. Let's see. Gemini. 8, Leo, or Aquarius. So you are going in the right direction. That's what I'm saying. For a lot of you, you're directing your own company, directing your own business, and also minding your own business. And you've actually learned the people that bring drama and bring more chaos towards you is not a good energy. So you're all out. That's anybody in your life. You're all out. I'm sorry, you're all batshit crazy. I would rather not even fucking know. Simple message, even just like how I came across on camera when I was saying to people, I don't want to know about all the fucking drama that goes on around YouTube. Goes around YouTube. I don't really give a fuck, to be quite honest with you. Don't want to know about it. Okay? So, there you go. So there you go. Have those apples, right? But I mean, I would piss people off, me, because I'm a straight shooter. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't. You know, it's up to people if they want to listen or not. But, you know, yeah. See, you are talking and you are going in the right direction, but you've learned a huge lesson here. Huge lesson of realising if you are meaningless or meaningful in my life and you don't really bring anything of quality towards me, well then there's no point you even being here, right? So if you are here, you've basically just learned to not pay attention to an energy that always wants your attention. No, right? So, for a lot of you, this could be going on at your work, though. Okay, at your work environment, wherever it is that you work, you get people that come in or whatever. If you work in a shop or anything like that, that are very offensive. Okay, offensive, right? So, because there's people that take an offence, and if you take an offence, then what are you here for, right? Could be a Scorpio for a lot of you, or an Aries. Scorpio or an Aries 4, or a life path 4. Let's see. Because if they're a life path 4, they'll come up as both as well. So, let's see. Gemini from the 7th. 10 of Wands. So, it's a hard knock life. It's hard to knock. Knock? What? It's hard to knock. Hard to knock. It's hard to knock on your door. Someone might get a knock at the door, or you're in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. You could be doing a DAW, which is like Ableton or things like that. But I'm in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. Some of you, you're just heading out the door and you go and visit and stay with your person, or something's just about to be delivered at the door is what I'm hearing. So like this, hello, it's just about to be delivered. So you might be waiting for something to be delivered. It could be anything. Something that you've bought is just about to be delivered. Okay, there's also another message that I'm picking up, 7, 8, so you really could be dealing with a Leo for a lot of you. This is a lot of like visiting and stuff like that, right, is basically going out. It's kind of like, well, I'm just going to have to pick myself up and start moving forward and actually go out. So, like a lot of you, if you've been struggling with isolation and you've just ended something, then it's going to require you going out and getting some breath of fresh air, maybe having a couple of days off, but worrying the fact that you're going to fall behind. This is something I'm actually struggling with, to be quite honest with you, because there's a couple of days that I actually want off, but if I do that, I'm going to fall behind with everybody. And my girlfriend's coming to visit, she's coming over for about 3 days. So yeah, something like that. Like it's a struggle and a burden to be able to have time off work, and my workload is picking up. right? So you're stressed and burdened by work at the moment for a lot of you. If it's a hard knock life to now start again, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jennifer. If it's difficult in order to find work, then you're going to have to pick your ass up and start doing something. Here. And if you're working too much, you might be looking for a time off. Okay. Let's see. So show me the other person connected to Gemini, please. The other person connected to Gemini. So there you go. There's the lost feeling, the lost loved ones, or you might be dealing with grief, something like that, of a lost loved one. The lost lovers, the lost boys, also was what I'm hearing, from Boise, Louisiana, Denver, Colorado, Denver. Or Dennis, the name Dennis the Menace. Dan. There's a lot of fucking lost feeling, I must say, about this reading at the moment. Some of you have just ended something, right? And now you're on your own. I'm now on my own. Physically now on my own, trying to cope at work on my own. Or I'm trying to live on my own. But there could be bipolar. There could be depression. If any of you haven't seen my videos, watch my videos about me standing up to a person of depression and bipolar. But it's bipolar 2, not 1. Okay. So look into that if you haven't. Because there can be signs of depression. Okay. But I would rather be left alone. I don't want anybody around me. I'm in denial, and I'd rather get everybody out of my life as quick as possible. So if you look at your energy, if it's where all of a sudden you do want people in your life, and then you give it like 3 or 4 days, and then you don't want anybody in your life, and you push them all out, you give it like a week, but it's normally about 4 days, 3 to 4 days, and then you start pushing people out of your life. Don't convince yourself, though, that the push and pull action is also bipolar or depression, because that can also be a north and south person as well, which is more of that. Okay, give it a couple of days, and before you know it, you're actually arguing and fucking pushing each other out of each other's life. That is also astrology. Okay, so it's very important also to get one's mind straight of whether there could be physical signs of depression and being lost, okay, and bipolar. And if you've got that sorted, then basically now you can concentrate on knowing, okay, spiritually now, because I know of my condition, I can work with people. So if you're with a person, they're working with you because they know of your condition. If you're not with anybody and they don't know of your condition, and it is anything spiritual related, then you have to work on making sure that you understand that this is a condition and that this is also something of belief. So if you believe that you can't do it, you'll just remain constantly not being able to do it. If you believe that you can do it and that you have to practice. Practice makes perfect. So in order to pick yourself up and start doing something, you have to believe for a start that you can. Okay, that you can. There seems to be a message there for someone. I don't know what that's for. But if you're with someone, then they are understanding the condition that you have to remain loyal to the energy of the condition that you have. If the person is working against you in life because of the condition you have, they're not helping. They're not helping. And if any of you haven't had that test as such for us mental, this person actually called me mental as well, but like for an underlying condition of mental health, if you have those, make sure that you get them looked at. Okay. Let's see. There you go. So you've got the Ace of Cups. So it is. There is a supporting energy here for you on this side. Okay, and it's also offered as support, basically, is what I'm hearing. Some of you, it's you're not interested in love. You're not interested in love, or you don't have a love life, right? And you're not really interested in it. And if you are really, really interested in it, then it's probably a bit of a struggle at this time, okay, for a lot of you, okay. One more card for this side, please, for Gemini. One more card. Three of Cups. So, yeah, this side is hopeful. This side is hopeful. So, no going back to energies that have caused you that much chaos in your life. Okay. This is a new beginning. Possible signs of Pisces here, right? And it's hopeful energy. But it's hopeful for this energy for some of you that's coming towards, you're kind of going towards each other. Okay. So, if you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship. You're just probably like miles apart and you have to travel to see one another, right? Now, if there's anything to do with the father of my kids and my children and stuff like that, then basically this is just I have to travel to see my kids, okay? And there's no way of getting through because there's a barrier up, and I can't see or know what's going on behind the scenes, right? For a lot of you, and I can't get through, and I can't get through to you, and I can't get in because you block me out and you won't communicate. So we need to communicate, unless you are amicably, but there's no love here. If you are argued and it's a husband and a wife and you've been going for it for fucking ages, you're more hopeful on this side than this side here, because this person has the most amount of walls and barriers put up against this side, and you're more hopeful that you will be able to reconcile, but this person doesn't want it. This person does not want it, okay? So you have to realise the fact, Elijah, here, that it's over. And I said Elijah, not sassy. Okay, so you have to realise that it's over. There is no getting back into this energy as a relationship. No. Count your blessings that it's over. Now, if this is mum, and this is your mother, now that you're staying with, which is a Capricorn, there you go. Okay, so you are here. Your love life is non-existent. And this is you headed towards this energy of your poor mother now having to look after your ass. Right? Right? I concur. I know that one. I live with my mother. Okay. But yeah, there's an energy here of now you've gone from here to here now. And that is about now coexisting in the energy of what it is that you're landed with. Just like I was years ago, when I had to give up my house and everything else for my father that died, my brother that died, my nan that died, ended up coming back here to live here. I wouldn't get a mortgage at the age of 45 at 46. I wouldn't bother, right? But yeah, you could be renting a room or something like that for a lot of you, for some of you. Or you have kind of an equal flow of where you spend majority of the time at your girlfriend's place. And that seems to be of more interest because then you don't actually live on top of one another. The energies probably don't get as codependent as this. There might be discussions of that for some of you and some of you not. Okay, so we're going to go into the rest of your reading and find out what the rest of the messages are for you. It will be 2 separate stories and also 1 story. And then if there is hope here as one energy, there is. If there isn't, there'll be 2 separate stories of what's going on in this person's life compared to what's going on in this one's life, okay? Because it'll be 2 or 3 different ways of looking at it. So you'll only find it on the full access bundle. You can find that provided below if you would like a personal reading. You can find the email provided below, but it's for readings, not for what's going on in YouTube land, okay? Anything else, please make sure that you follow Angel Radio. You can follow that below. It's free music, okay? There'll be another one coming out hopefully very soon, but I want to actually add more to it. So it might be a little while before it comes out. Yeah, so anyway, all things are provided below. Thank you so much, Gemini. I really do appreciate it, guys, and I will see you over on Patreon or next time.